on Mix 99.3, worldwide, WNXT radio.com. I'm Steve Hayes. Good morning. 7:30, you've got a beautiful sunrise out there, looking at daytime highs expected of about 73. And so things are good all this week, as we just talked about. Time for the news, brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. And, of course, they're there with a roadmap and, of course, everything that you need for full recovery. Dr. Nishida, great guy at Portsmouth Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Right now, let's go to the news center and check in once again with Bill.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everyone. The first former Columbus Zoo executive to be sentenced in a more than $2 million fraud scheme is going to prison for at least 3 years. Carla Rogner has the story.
One of 4 former Columbus Zoo and Aquarium executives accused of misusing funds and resources is scheduled for sentencing in court. Former Chief Financial Officer Greg Bell was indicted last September on 12 counts of tampering with evidence and 1 count each of aggravated theft and conspiracy. Bell pleaded guilty to those charges. Bell used zoo assets to pay for personal items such as sporting events, concert tickets, electronics, and other goods. He's responsible for losing at least $139,000 of zoo money.
Meanwhile, former United States Representative George Santos pled guilty yesterday to fabricating fundraising figures, cementing the downfall of a novice politician who was expelled from Congress last year after a brief and scandal-plagued tenure. Santos pled guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and 1 count of aggravated identity theft, the latter carrying a mandatory 2-year prison sentence. The charges stem from inflating fundraising numbers and faking donor names in order to qualify for financial and logistical support from the Republican Party during the 2022 election cycle. The political newcomer was elected to represent a section of New York City and its eastern suburbs. And as we've been discussing this morning, the 2024 edition of River Days begins next week, and I've been afforded the opportunity to interview several of the pageant contestants that are doing an outstanding job of representing their school communities. Jordan Steele, the representative from Sidaville Community Schools, told me she's benefited from meeting and interacting with a number of people across our region.
I have been given this privilege to represent my community and to be able to help my community and to be able to meet new people. I feel like I have gained so many new friends just by having this title. I have met so many new adults, so many more people in my community. It's been amazing.
Kate Mantell, Miss South Webster, talked with me about her platform, which highlights contributions from differently abled people.
My goal for my platform is just to show others that people who are affected by disability shouldn't be seen only for the things that they are unable to do or the things that are hard for them. They should be seen as their talents and their strengths.
We'll have more from both ladies throughout the day, and we'll hear from other contestants throughout the remainder of this week. And again, we got a call about it this morning, so I will remind you the 16th of nearly 24 superloads is going to depart the dock site near Manchester this Thursday, August 22nd. Now, this 16th load is a tank. It weighs 395,450 pounds. It's going to make its way through Adams County, Scioto, Pike, and Ross before stopping at the Chillicothe Fairgrounds on Thursday. From there, the load will head north to Licking County. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
That is a fast-moving load. I think that's going to be up to like 12 miles an hour, isn't it?
Well, when you only weigh 395,000 pounds, it's not like it's 116,000 like the other ones.
Well, AI is now getting even more creepier.
Oh.
Because it's now using AI. Computers have now a program that allows them to smell.
Have not heard this, and I stay up on AI news, but
well, it's called a smell map, and computers can detect and identify odors now, and they're getting closer and closer to home every day, aren't they?
Well, Hal's knocking on the door. We just don't know it yet.
But what are the practical uses for such an invention? A computer that can smell. I don't know. Maybe they can figure it out.
Oh, P.U., what smells in the fridge?
Ask Smell GPT.
I detect rotten asparagus at the bottom of the vegetable crisper.
How does she know that?
Smell GPT can detect and identify all sorts of mysterious household odors.
Warning, skid mark detected. Time to change your underwear.
Hey, she's right.
Use Smell GPT in the kitchen,
Wake up, you drunk. Your frozen pizza is burning.
in the bathroom,
Light a match. I repeat, light a match.
and use the Smelted Delted setting to keep the family dog from getting the blame. Spoil yourself with the app that can tell when your food is spoiled.
Warning, do not eat the leftover sweet and sour pork. May cause explosive diarrhea.
Thanks, Smell GPT.
You're welcome. And brush your teeth, swamp breath.
Hey!
Smell GPT, the nose that knows.
Maybe that's the point where AI is going to give us TMI.
Well, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Bill. This update brought to you this morning by your friends at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, and we will check with ONN coming up, and, of course, sports in a few, right here on the Get Up and Go show. For over 30 years, Dr. Inishida and his staff at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates have been changing lives with the most comprehensive treatment and cure for cancer in the area. During this time in Portsmouth, Dr. Inishida has created a name of patient excellence in the highest degree and will continue that fight with each and every patient towards the cure. Dr. I, as he's known by his thousands of friends, is proud to announce the addition of Dr. Hassan Jaffrey to the staff of Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Jaffrey's medical expertise is with all cancers as well as treatment of blood disorders, bone marrow, and the immune system. Together, Dr. Inishida and Dr. Jaffrey create a very special team that's there when it comes to fighting back to regain your good health. Feel free to stop in and welcome Dr. Jaffrey to the staff at 916 11th Street or call 353-4884. It's Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, always there with the care, the compassion, and the roadmap to your recovery. Yeah, and good morning. It's 7:37 and looking good outside, man. After our blue moon last night, a lot of sunshine today. Right now, we got 62 degrees as we check in with ONN.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. Investigators are looking for answers after a deadly shooting in Cincinnati near Paycor Stadium. According to the Cincinnati Enquirer, 29-year-old John Blanks III was found with multiple gunshot wounds on Elm Street Friday night near the Banks Entertainment District. Cincinnati Police and Fire Department personnel attempted life-saving measures at the scene, but were unable to revive Blanks. There's no word of a potential suspect or suspects, and officials say an investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Cincinnati Police Department's Homicide Division. The Federal Drug Administration may approve updated COVID-19 vaccines as soon as this week, as the U.S. is dealing with a summer outbreak of the virus. ONN's Tracy Townsend has more.
The plan is to have vaccines available by the fall. The vaccines from Moderna and Pfizer will target the leading variants spreading as the country sees its largest summer wave in 2 years. Here in Ohio, we're seeing a rise in cases and hospitalizations over the past 3 weeks. The Department of Health is reporting more than 7,300 cases just last week. That is up from 5,900 on August 1st. During that same time, hospitalizations went up from 141 to 238.
Statues of legendary Ohio State University running back Archie Griffin have been unveiled at the Rose Bowl in California, and one forthcoming outside the Shoe. Griffin will dot the I in Script, Ohio at halftime against Akron this Saturday. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
A guy deserved of 2 statues, don't you think?
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Yeah,
Did he say this Saturday? I think he means the following Saturday. If he's out there trying to dot an I this Saturday, he's going to be lonely because the first game's not for a couple weeks yet.
Yeah, I think he's getting a little
He's
too
anxious.
excited.
We're all anxious.
Too excited.
Yeah,
There you go.
football's here.
He's excited.
Always.
He's excited. All right, time for sports, 7:39. It's brought to you this morning by Collier Medical. And don't forget they're at 1661 State Route 522. And from occupational medicine, they also specialize in federal and general contracting as well. As last night, happy for us, north of the border, and Chuck to tell you more.
That's right, Steve. The Cincinnati Reds went to Toronto and opened up a 3-game series with the Blue Jays last night. Cincy took a 6-3 win. The Reds scored their 6 runs off of 9 hits, and of those 9 hits, 3 of them were by T.J. Friedel. He went 3 for 4 at the plate with a solo home run. He wound up scoring twice. Big night for Friedel. Ty France, Jake Fraley, Santiago Espinal, and Spencer Steer all had doubles in last night's Reds victory. Getting his start last night, first start ever, Major League debut, was pitcher Julian Aguilar. He wound up going the first 4 innings and gave up 2 runs off of 4 hits. He logged his first career strikeout last night, had a couple of them in his 4 innings of work. The win actually went to Tony Santillan. He only pitched 1 1/3 innings, but that was good enough to get the decision. The win improved Cincinnati to 61-64 on the season. The Reds are 3 games below 500. Checking the NL Central standings, the Reds and the Cubs are now tied for third, 11.5 games behind Milwaukee. The more important wild card race has Cincinnati 5.5 games out. The Cleveland Guardians were off yesterday. The Guardians will get back to work tonight. They will visit the New York Yankees for a 7:05 first pitch. The Reds, by the way, they'll be playing tonight as well, back in Toronto for game number 2 of that 3-game set. This evening's first pitch will be at 7:07, and you can hear the Reds game live on Fox Sports with AM 1260, and 95.7 FM coverage will begin at 6:37. According to 11 Warriors, the Associated Press is very high on the Ohio State football team's talented roster entering this upcoming season. Ohio State leads all college football teams with 4 first-team AP preseason All-Americans. Corner Denzel Burke, safety Caleb Downs, wide receiver Emeka Egbuka, and left guard Donovan Jackson all earned that honor. Running back Travion Henderson and defensive tackle Tyleek Williams were both second-team selections. The Buckeyes' 6 total picks were the most of any team. Michigan and Georgia were tied behind Ohio State for the second most first-team selections in the country, each with 3. Ohio State did name its 4 captains over the weekend. All are seniors. The Buckeyes announced on Saturday that wide receiver Emeka Egbuka, running back Travion Henderson, defensive end Jack Sawyer, and linebacker Cody Simon were voted captains by their teammates. 5th-year senior linebacker Cody Simon will wear Ohio State's Block O jersey in 2024. In high school football, the season starts this week in Southern Ohio, and the first game involving Scioto County teams will take place Thursday evening in Lucasville, where the Valley Indians will entertain the Portsmouth Trojans, and a game you'll be able to hear live right here on Mix 99.3. You'll also be able to see the game live on WNXTradio.com, as this Thursday's game will be the Appalachian Marketing Media video stream game of the week. The Saturday Morning Sports Line will begin its 46th season Saturday morning. Tune in and hear what the area's high school football coaches have to say. This Saturday's program will be live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Portsmouth. You can hear the Saturday Morning Sports Line all season long on AM 1260 and 95.7 FM, starting at 9 o'clock. In boys high school soccer last night, Ironton St. Joe defeated East Carter 5-1, and Western Pike was a 4-2 winner over Wellston. In girls high school volleyball, North Adams down Medford 3-2. Western Pike defeated Lynchburg Clay in 3, and Sims Valley topped Rock Hill in 4. And the NASCAR Cup Series race at Michigan International Speedway was finished up yesterday after it was halted Sunday due to rain on lap 51. Tyler Reddick wound up taking the checkered flag. Rounding out the top 5 were William Byron, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Busch, and Brad Keselowski. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:43. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
All right, thank you, Chuck. In this update, brought to you by Collier Medical, 1661 State Route 522 in the Berg, and a beautiful Tuesday. We'll get details on that in traffic next.
Collier Medical in Wheatersburg offers occupational medicine with nurse practitioner Jamie Reynolds. Collier Company has closed its primary care to focus on the occupational needs of businesses in the tri-state, offering drug screens, pre-employment and DOT physicals, as well as medical surveillance, respirator fit, and audiometric testing. Whether you're an employee or an employer needing occupational medical services, go with the convenience of Collier Medical, 1661 State Route 522, Wheatersburg. Scheduling an appointment is recommended, but walk-ins are welcome. Call 740-574-8728 and be on the lookout for Collier Home Medical coming soon.
And traffic brought to you by the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street, and the river is there with legendary steaks, chicken ribs, and more. And this morning we've got just as good a commute to eyeball as you can imagine, so enjoy. We've also got some construction. Shelley Company will be working today through Friday, and that's weather permitting, but of course I think it will. Byerly Road, Eagle Creek, Clay Township, that area as well. Also, you're going to be looking at today, Gallia Pike will be closed at the 1.7 mile marker between Ironton Avenue and Haverhill Ohio River Road. That closure will be night and day through Wednesday. They're trying to get a water pipe fixed there. So if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic and service of the Scioto River open 7 days a week.
Weather a service of A1 Auto Glass, which now has a windshield calibration machine used to recalibrate all of the safety features in the windshields of foreign vehicles. This used to have to be done at a dealership after installation, but now you can save money by getting it done at A1 Auto Glass in Portsmouth.
Your first alert forecast from WSAZ. Partly to mostly sunny skies today, but staying seasonably cool. Temperatures go from the 50s to the 70s, and that's it with these refreshing northerly breezes. Tonight, mostly clear. It might actually be chilly out there for you with some 40s in the hollows at dawn. But beautiful sunshine on Wednesday gives us all-day comfort with highs reaching the upper 70s.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And downtown right now with sunshine, we got 62 as we get